I'm not somebody who believes in hype a lot, but DAMAC has really pushed hype to another level. The kind of advertising, and then see, same thing with Palm Jebel Ali, right? So much of hype, but this product is different, and I'm going to explain why. We're going to start with 4 points. Qudra expansion, 798 million expansion. Number 2 is Saih Salam Scenic route. It's a tourism expansion. It's a government project again. Number 3 is Harrows. Harrows International School. Extremely important point. Number 4 is Prepco. Now, Prepco, information on Prepco is extremely important for investors who want to pick a good unit. Because how do you get units in an overhyped launch? You need to have a strategy, you need to have a plan. We'll start with these 4 points and then we'll head towards further understanding the master plan. Small differences. What is the difference between a DAMAC Islands and a DAMAC Islands 2? And what are the units investors, especially the investors in my channel, should be focusing on and why? But first, let's watch the story so that you understand, and I'll come back to you. Thank you for that. So this is the location of the product. So we are in Qudra. Right now, people are not very excited about Al Qudra Road. But if you study about the expansion the government is planning, one, there is going to be ease traffic. Currently, the capacity is around 6,600 vehicles. They want to increase it to 19,200 vehicles. My third point will explain why a bit more. But they're going to expand basically 2 routes. They want a bridge which will ease access towards Jebel Ali. The 2 bridges being developed. One is a 500-meter bridge to ease access towards Jebel Ali. The second is a 900-meter bridge towards the downtown side. Extremely important point. Second is Nashama Town Square. It's extremely important to understand this location here, Nashama Town Square. Your metro line is coming in Nashama. What does that mean? It's easy access to your Mall of the Emirates, which is right here. Easy access to Sheikh Zayed Road, which is the spine of the United Arab Emirates. So, but these infrastructure upgrades are going to help your investment in general. Third, I've explained multiple times, this is how Dubai looks. Now, you will understand a lot better when I show you this. I hope you've understood so far, and I'll come back to this. When you see this, so this is my next video. I'm going to call this location the Diamond Belt. I made a video called the Golden Belt in 2021, where I was talking about this particular area of Rashidi Yasser Marina, Maritime City, what is the difference with Dubai Islands, all the way up to Solaya by Miras, and the importance of Peninsula as a product. Now, the prices rose from 1,800 all the way up to 4,000 dirham per square foot in a span of 2 years. So this is the next belt I want to explain, but can you observe this and this, the difference in infrastructure? Now let's go back to our spot, which is here, okay? Now what is the importance of this location? This belt, your 611 highway, is where most of your products are, which is being advertised currently. Whether it's your Acres, it's your Haven by Alda, Athlon by Alda, Shobha Reserve, all of this is happening on this particular belt. Now, I wanted to explain about the Saih Salam Scenic route as well. The government plans to increase tourism. So there are a lot of cyclic track, 92-kilometer cycling tracks are being developed in this Al Qudra tourism expansion. It's aligned to the Vision 2040. So it's beautiful. Already currently, it's one of the best camping destinations. There's a place called Love Lake. So even me and my family during winters, that's the place where we go for camping. The government is investing around 398 million. What does that mean? It's a boost for ecotourism, leisure destination, and cycling infrastructure, basically. So that's a lot of expansion happening in the Al Qudra region. So we've understood this particular location when it comes to, these are the last few plots, and these empty plots that you see as well are not empty. They have been sold out. There are no plots left. The next big product is probably over here. This is developed by BIG. You've got your Oasis by EMA right here. And then further ahead is Expo City. So just to explain that this is a very extremely important location. Now, let's go to the next point, which is Harrows. I've explained in multiple videos, this is your extremely... 70% of villa communities are between these two roads, Sukim and Hessa Street. Harrows, one of the most prominent schools in the UK, is coming to Dubai. Multiple times I've explained to investors that the only thing now that Dubai lacks is probably good universities like Harvard, Oxford. That's the last factor. The second, that as well as pulled in because now we've got health infrastructure, safety, cleanliness. We've got some of the best schools. So I'll give you an example of some of the schools in this location. So the world's most expensive AI-inspired school. We've got robots going around. The fees is really high. That's in this destination. So that's by GEMS School of Research and Innovation. Now, more importantly, I'm trying to put more highlight on some very prominent international schools. For example, RGS, Royal Grammar School, is in Tilal Al Ghaf again, on Hessa Street itself. Even this school that I mentioned of GEMS is on this school. The Kings, then there's Nord Anglia, one of my favorite schools. Dubai British School just recently opened up. So this is your DAMAC Islands plot, right? This location is for DAMAC Islands 1, DAMAC Islands 2. Right in front, we were at the location of Sherry Woods, where we explained the importance of this location. In Mira, they opened up Dubai British School. In Roy Grammar School, there is a waiting list of 4 years. A waiting list of 4 years. School is full. These are important points for you to understand, because you need to understand your demographic. When you're buying a house and you're buying into a location like this, you need to understand why. What is the most, let's say on an annual basis, there are about 100,000 new residents, 100 to 150,000 new residential visas being issued in Dubai every year. Now, the most common demographic is your husband, wife, and 2 kids. They prefer living in a house. When I explain the Max Master Plan, I'll get to clear points why people prefer that community living, where in the community itself you have the schools, you have a marketplace, nurseries, parks, pools, amenities, libraries, and so on. So this is your most family dense location. Harrows itself is going to have a capacity of at least 1,900 to 2,200, and Harrows intends to open 3 branches in Dubai. Parents will want to move in, so this is the place that they'll need houses. So there's this clear demand of houses in this particular location. Now, finally, I want to explain Prepco. Now, Prepco is basically fractional investment. You can invest as less as 2,000 dirhams. But what Prepco does is that it gives you priority to select units. So I made a video saying that I'm buying in this community in DAMAC Islands. This is another thing that we encourage in this channel, that most products that we talk about, we invest ourselves. We don't talk about every product on this channel. So we are going to invest through Prepco so that our investors get priority units. Like how in Ema Oasis, we have given we are giving EMA business of over 150 million even before the launch of Oasis, so that we get priority. So with different developers, there are different tactics to get priority and to get units. With DAMAC, we're going to invest through Prepco so that our investors get absolute priority. Now let's head over to the master plan of DAMAC Islands. This is pretty much similar to DAMAC Islands 1. Not much difference. It's just that the spine is a bit longer. People like the whole lagoon concept and different clusters. I've explained earlier, DAMAC in terms of design will be pretty much similar. The color changes a lot. For me, it's the price per square foot. It's the lowest price per square foot. 1,300 dirham per square foot. It's the location. It's the product. But there are a few amenities over here that are quite interesting that really caught my attention. So that's how it looks. These are not the most important factors. Neither the celebrities. They're not the most important factors. I'll tell you what the interesting factors are. So solar charging station, solar park, e-scooter, bikes and lanes. You can see Dubai, how the tier 1 developers of Dubai are moving towards sustainability, the Vision 2040 master plan. Can you believe the brilliance of the Dubai governance, where every tier 1 developer has to follow certain protocol to align to the vision. But something even more interesting is, so they are showing how those gardens and the Zen garden is going to appear, to look like. This is how the Whispering Waterfall is going to look like. The solar linked parks where your electric vehicles can be charged. I'm not going to go deep into the spa, the saltwater pools, the aromatherapy, eco-friendly gym. This is the calisthenic training, etc. is going to happen. I'm going to go into something else which really caught my attention. This we can share to you as well. This brochure we can share to you. This was quite interesting. The Treehouse Park. This is quite new. This is how the Treehouse Park is going to look like. I think kids would love it. It's a great way to connect the young ones. Then another really interesting product was the trading garden. Now, why this is important is most of the people who are now constantly relocating to Dubai, to the extent where UK is going to implement an exit tax. So many people are exiting and have realized that they can work from. So I've had clients from Turkey, from Europe, from UK, US, where they realize, hey, you know what, we can live in Dubai and continue our business over there. So having smart co-working spaces, a trading hub where people can actually sit and trade while being in the community, phenomenal idea. Do you see how developers are developing products based on the client requirement? There's a new launch by EMA coming up where in the valley, so in the location that we saw, Qudra, DAMAC Hills 2 was further down. Parallel to DAMAC Hills 2 was the valley. Now in the valley, the starting price is going to be 7.5 million. They're coming up with premium luxury houses in the valley. Unbelievable. So all developers are aligning to the requirements of your... Now valley started at 1.1 million in 2021. 1.1 million. Today, if Valley Imar is releasing a product starting at 7.5, they're coming up with a product 5 beds at 9.5 million. You must understand how the mindset of the government and the audience has changed. Now, this is exactly why products like these DAMAC Islands 2 at this price point is extremely interesting. But we need to choose the right product because we should always focus on scarcity. Another extremely important product that I want to show you guys is museum library. I love this. This is how the library area is going to be. It's going to have double height ceiling. People who want to enjoy just reading. In this product, I have not seen. So in DAMAC Islands 1, there were around 25 amenities. In DAMAC Islands 2, there are 45 plus amenities. So they've really gone far in because the prices are quite higher. They're significantly higher compared to any other product of whether I look at DAMAC Hills 1, DAMAC Lagoons, DAMAC Islands 1 or DAMAC Hills 2, this is one of their premium products. Now, I want to go to the floor plans. So this is a product, the V45. So the first time, normally DAMAC has V55s and V75s, where they look at whether DAMAC Islands, again, all the products of DAMAC. V45 is a new concept that they've introduced. Again, understanding the requirement of the audience. I'll show the materials that they'd be using. The designs are quite modern. I've been into one of these houses. So a product like this, around 10 million. So the built-up area is around 6,500 square foot. It's a 6-bed plus mates. They do not have a basement. And it's around 10 to 10.8 million. For that price point and the size, I think it's a phenomenal product. It's very exclusive. It will be on the lagoon. So this is product number 1, which is interesting. You can see the designs yourself. I think the designs are brilliant. Second product are the twin villas. Now, what's important about these twin villas? Let me show you the floor plan. The built-up area of these twin villas is around 3,500 square foot. But what's most important is that they're on the park. Now, 90% of any and every product on the market don't have privacy. I think one of the most important things about houses are having privacy. Some of the most premium communities, you have these apartment buildings facing. That's annoying. If there's another house right at you, like for example, if you look at the tier 2 communities, Arabian Ranches 3, Villanova, you see most of the houses are back to back facing other houses. Even if it's not its single row, you'll have another house close by. Having a house on a park at around 5 million dirhams is a very unique value proposition. We need to understand the cash flow. We need to understand your investment objective. But I think this product is something that would sell or rent easily. Now let's understand the townhouses. So this is again something quite new. It's for the first time DAMAC has introduced it. So there's a 5-bed corner, 5-bed middle, and then 2 4-beds. So quite different. My personal favorite, of course, because if you look at the price difference, okay, I'm gonna just read this out. Okay, a 5-bed corner is around 3,200 square foot built up. 5-bed middle is 2,800 square foot built up. 4-bed is around 2,200 square foot built up. The price of a 5-bed corner is between 3.8 and 4.2. 5-bed, second 5-bed is 3.6 to 3.8. Now these, if you look at technically, the difference is not a lot, around 200 to 300,000 dirhams difference between these two products. But eventually the value and demand of this product will surge. So now the same thing, technically your 4-bed is around 2.75 to 3.2, goes all the way up to 3.2 million dirhams. But if you can stretch, so it's either for me a 4-bed, good location, or it would be a 5-bed corner would be the units that I would prefer. Of course, on the master plan, there are different clusters. So we'll have to target those right units. This is exactly why I've invested into Prepco, so that I have the freedom to choose the units that I want. So this was my DAMAC Islands video. I hope you enjoyed it. We have covered most of the points. In all the units that are coming, I guess officially they're saying that they're going to launch 4 clusters, but looking at the sheer demand and the amount DAMAC has marketed, I think they would launch at least 6 clusters. Of course, we have an opportunity. First launch, we always have an opportunity to make better investments, because the next cluster they will increase the prices. It will be hard to secure units, but if you want to secure the right units, contact immediately. We have about 10 days to prepare the file, submit it to DAMAC, and then start selecting our units. We have certain advantages that I cannot explain on the camera, but once you contact us, we will help you select the right unit. But contact ASAP. Thank you for watching. Mohammed Zohaib.